Today we're talking about the Monarch Tax Authority and how its collection system is helping cities and municipalities manage their cannabis tax collections. We're joined by Christian from Monarch and Tim from OSS. Christian, let's start with you. Could you talk us through some of the pain points that cities are experiencing in managing their cannabis tax?
The biggest pain point that we're solving is the consistent collection of past due cannabis taxes. The system is really designed to automate that entire feature to collect what is, the amount that's supposed to be collected, as well as the past amounts for the city. So really, we're talking about revenue generation for the city. Biggest reason to use the MTA program. So through automation and through understanding the process of the cities, we've really taken all of the manual stuff that they've been doing, the legacy systems, the spreadsheets, we've combined that into an automated system that automatically sends out invoices. It collects the money on behalf of the city, and then we submit it back to the city. So the city, for the first time, is now getting that money automatically, consistently every month, getting the proper amounts of cannabis taxes deposited right into their bank accounts.
And Tim, your work more on the cash side, and we know this is a very cash-intensive business. Can you talk us through that piece of where you fit into the MTA and how you're supporting cities on the cash side?
Yeah, sure. So the cash side, like Christian was saying, is a very real. Cannabis is a cash-intensive industry. And so what the MTA does is it really offers not just the electronic side for tax collection, but to have customers use their cash to pay their taxes. And OSS does the heavy lifting on that. We're an armed courier service. We've been doing this for years. We work with MTA to make it seamless. So from the city's perspective, it's really transparent. Whether it's an electronic tax payment or it's a cash payment, the city is able to collect those dues, and it's really a force multiplier for their efforts.
Could you talk us through, maybe, Christian, what's the outcome of this? What makes this different from what cities are doing today versus working with a system like yours?
So our system, as I said, really is a system in itself. It's an automated system compared to the manual type of auditing that these cities have been doing, right? They've been paying, larger consulting firms just a ton of money to actually do this manually. It doesn't have to be that anymore. This is a system, we're in the age of AI, we're in the age of process automation. Really, our system is designed specifically to collect the money on behalf of the cities, where external hourly consultants are really not needed.
And from a flexibility standpoint, every city, every municipality is different and laws change all the time. Tell us a little bit about the flexibility built into the system that would help manage kind of that change.
So any systems or any procedures or, ordinances within a city can be easily modified within the city. It's something that we actually do during the integration phase when we bring on a new city. We understand what their ordinances are, what their specific business rules, and we tailor it to that particular city. So not only do we handle that on the integration side, we also handle that on an ongoing basis. So if ordinances change, if bills change, if the industry changes how they're going to collect or the percentages, our system can be, updated and handle that in a very short amount of time.
Do you have any examples of successful implementations you can share, and maybe some of the outcomes that those cities experience?
Yeah, we have two cities that we're working with right now, two cities in California. We're collecting for about 50 operators. And what we're seeing is, and this is quoted actually from the city finance manager, it's about 90 to 95% reduction in the amount of compliance, the communication, the administration, and the collection of the cannabis taxes. So it's been very well received by the city. The Monarch Tax Authority really is an advantage. For the first time, the cities, usually the cities are having to outsource this entire collection and audit process to expensive consulting firms. Well, we've automated that process pretty much as much as possible. So it's a fraction of the cost that the city would actually have to pay to get accurate, to get their data that they would actually need in case of audits. And it's predictable income, it's predictable revenue that the cities are seeing.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for your time. For more information on the Monarch Tax Authority system, please visit monarchtechnologies.com, and we appreciate it.